Hey YouTube family, welcome back once again to JTV, and this is J-Talkshow, and my name's Susan Agyei. So today I have with me in the studio a gentleman who is a writer, and we are going to talk about poetry. So without wasting much of your time, welcome.
Thank you very much for welcoming me.
All right, so you're welcome to the studio. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and I've already mentioned what you do.
All right, thank you very much. It's a privilege and an honor to be here. And my name is Poet Taofeek. I am a writer and an entrepreneur, for short.
Okay, so my first question, looking at this book, what inspired you to start writing?
What inspired me to start writing in general, I'll say, as writing for me serves as an escape growing up, because I barely talk. I barely say things that are in my mind, things about me to other people. So writing poems specifically is like an escape, because I found out that poetry is defined to be an open diary, because you write some things there that are somewhat difficult sometimes for people to decipher what exactly you mean. So it's always like that for me to like put things there, record some of my thoughts and experiences, and I enjoy the experience. It's been beautiful so far.
So your thought has always been love, then? Because I've read a little bit, and it's all about love.
It's not about love. There are two parts to the book. There's the first part is about love and heartbreaks, and the other part is waves of life, which entails a lot of things. I think we're gonna get there during this conversation.
Okay, so as a writer, how does reading books helps you to develop yourself?
Basically, I think every writer, before you become a writer, you need to be a reader. Firstly, that is very, very crucial. There is no writer who is never gonna read. So as you move on, before being a writer, you need to be a reader. And as you move on and the writing journey, on the writing phase, you need to also read more for you to learn from other writers and for you to have more exposure and more orientation about worldly things and get more ideas and new information and insights. So reading is crucial to every writer.
Do you have a favorite writer?
It's a very hard question, because I love many writers, and I love each writers for their unique value or their unique feature. I love Shakespeare, and at a point in time I was being referred to as Shakespeare because of the love poems I write.
Yeah.
And I love Shakespeare not because he writes love poems. I love his kind of person, his intellect, the kind of things he creates, the kind of plays he writes. I find them profound and unique. And I love Chimamanda because of she possesses the quality, the ability to describe. She knows how to describe. She's very descriptive when it comes to fiction and non-fiction stuff. She describes very well. So, I mean, different writers for different reasons, basically.
All right, so now let's talk about your book.
Okay.
We have Honeyed Butterflies. And first off, how did you... Okay, let me start with the cover.
Okay.
Why did you choose black and white?
First, the cover was designed by me. Okay. I designed it myself, and that gives me the privilege to choose to dictate what I want my readers to see. And white, black, and gold happens to be my favorite colors. So why not let the world know me through this? So again, it's a coded message.
So these are your favorite colors?
Yeah, these are my favorite colors.
Wow. Well, I have read a little bit of it. But then of course give us a general view since you're here yourself.
Yeah, it's a poetry collection basically that I like to describe it as a caravan like traveling through the lowlands of heartbreaks and highways of love, and talks about turnpikes of racism, feminism, and politics, religion, and self-help. I mean, it's for me, it's a lot. Like I said earlier to someone when we were having a conversation, that it was after I had published the book that I realized that I put way too much into one book.
You realize when I came in, I asked you, like, have you ever experienced broken heart before? Because all that I'm seeing in the book,
No,
like,
there are poems about heartbreaks there. You just need to fetch.
maybe I
them.
haven't gotten
There are
to
poems
that
about
part yet.
heartbreaks.
But yeah, you've experienced it before.
The funny part is when I started collating my this book, it was at a time when I was heartbroken and I was depressed.
Whoa.
Like the real meaning of depression. And for me, it's unique because that's the value of a writer. You should be able to switch from this character to that character. It's a lot. I mean, they say creatives are mad people. They make a difference.
Okay, so shades of love and then waves of life.
Yeah. Shades
So
of love, different shades of love, which entails heartbreak. So the first part, shades of love, like the love, and the heartbreak. Then waves of life, like waves, like different things. And it entails feminism, different encounters, racism, and all sorts.
Okay. What's your favorite poem in this book?
That's a difficult one. For me, all of the poems in the book, I love all of the poems and I cherish all of them. But if I'm compelled to choose a favorite, I most likely would choose Wedding Night.
Okay.
And Wedding Night for a reason, because it happens to be the longest poem in the collection. And when I finished writing the poem, I realized that it is more masculine. It is more of a man or a male professing his love. I mean, it's unfair to do that. So I needed to write the feminine version.
Yeah,
so
you have to give us the chance to also express our love.
Of course, to be fair. So that will be my favorite.
All right, since it's your favorite, you have to read.
I would advise not to, because it's the longest poem, and I think it's going to take.
Just some part, not everything.
All right, what part do you want me to read from?
Let's take the first and the second one, and
the first stanza and the second one.
The first one.
Hey love.
Yeah, hey love.
Everything basically started with hey love. So
yeah, the second stanza is hey my love. Let's go hey love.
Hey love.
Yeah.
I'll kiss you for the first time, pretending it's our first. Let the crowd gaze and sing our praise, only that it's our wedding night. It's all seem irreplaceable and passionately real, but all these cameras and big eyes stealing the enthusiasm and zest away.
I think my director will need this.
The beautiful part of it is the fact that someone once told me that one thing he loves about my poems is because the last line would want you to seek for more. You want to read the next one and the next one and the next one, and you keep going like that. So, I mean, reading this first stanza, you'd be like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, you want to...
Exactly, because the poem cannot end that way, so...
You want to read more. Well, have you ever met somebody that says, oh, I don't like your poems?
I'd love to, but I haven't. Honestly, I would love to hear, like, those brutal critics. Yeah. Because I believe it's going to allow me grow and challenge myself more. I believe as humans, we can create more if we challenge ourselves to do that. So I'm waiting.
Okay. I'm going to tell you about my favorite one.
Okay.
That's old fashioned. So you have to read that one also for us.
I have to. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's on page 39.
17.
17, okay.
Yeah.
Old fashioned.
Yep. Old fashioned.
I want to be loved archaically, sit to gaze the moon, drink from the
Aw.
lips of lullaby, listen to soft kisses of poetry adorned on your dancing pen. Isn't this how magic works? Let things go back to how they were, roll to the beats in their hair, bury all agita together with our legs in the pond, warmth whispers a meeting from the blue nightingales. Love me the old school way. Turn off the Wi-Fi and let the journey begin.
Yes, turn off the Wi-Fi.
Turn off the Wi-Fi. No disturbance whatsoever.
Turn off the Wi-Fi.
And let's
It's
just
very
start the journey.
important.
Yeah.
Wow, seriously, I don't know what to say because this book really has a lot. It has a lot, like a lot of words that will sway you off your feet. Like if you don't have words to tell your partner, just, just get one of this. Just get one of this, please.
No, we play garrison, but though it's okay.
Yeah. No regrets, and your partner will love you the more. Based on this book, how long does it take you to write one poem?
A poem. It's differs. A poem could be, for instance, the shortest poem written by Muhammad Ali is just me, we, like me, we. That's it.
Okay.
Just 2 words. So it depends on the message you're trying to pass across and the kind of style you want it to fit in. If you look at this book, for instance, I used different styles. I wasn't just sticking to one style pattern because I believe it's going to be very boring. And I hate to be restricted to one style and one, you'll be like, okay, this is, I hate it to be like, when you see my poem, you'll be like, this is the guy who wrote it. No, I want to have different versions because that's the beauty to me, to be creative, to be versatile, to have, different styles of writing. So really it depends on the poem I'm writing. Sometimes it might, and sometimes it depends on the flow. And so sometimes a short poem could take a longer time to finish. You might just write 2 lines, 4 lines, or even write more lines. And when you come back to it, you feel like you need to edit, re-edit, and cut off some of the poems. So it depends really. It's very hard to say, for a fact, this is the duration that it takes to write a poem.
How'd you get the words?
The
I
words.
keep wondering, how?
That's the job, the duty of a writer. That's the art, because poetry, to be specific, is as the unique part of being a poet is the diction, your choice of words. I like to define poetry sometimes as not what you say, but how you say it, because many people can say the same thing but differently. Take the poem I used as reference, Muhammad Ali, me, we. It is basically a representation of I single-handedly, I cannot do anything on my own without being related to others. It's trying to tell you the importance of people in the community relating to other people. So that's just it, basically.
Wow. Well, in the beginning, you said you express your emotions through this book or through
poetry in general.
Okay, through poetry in general.
Yeah.
So if poetry were banned today, how would you express yourself poetically?
I like that you said if poetry were banned. I would express myself with other genres. I write other genres as well. I write non-fiction or I write fictions. And I'm going to express myself through photography. I'm going to express myself through graphics design. I'm going to express myself with my mouth. I'm a speaker. I'm a public speaker. So, yeah. But nothing as beautiful as having the privilege to express yourself through poems. I mean, they are profoundly beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, who does not want honey and butterflies in their lives?
Tell me who.
All right. Down to my last question.
Okay.
What would be your number one advice for someone who wants to start writing but doesn't know how or where to begin?
Right. Just write. That's it.
Just write.
Yeah, that's it. The reason why people refrain from doing certain things in their life is because They are scared of the unknown. They are scared of judgments. They're scared of what if I write? What will people say? I mean, I'm just gonna write trash. No, write trash. They say the first draft is not for people to see. You just have to be written. You just have to write it. It's not about what people would see, the perception of people, or how perfect it is. No, it just have to be written, because the beauty in writing goes beyond your own perception of it or your own judgment of it. Because when you're gone, take for instance, you write a poem that you're not privileged to finish. When you're gone, people would hold on to that piece and they would value it. Like, okay, this is what you wrote. This is beautiful. Imagine someone who is just at a war front, who has been killed and is dying, and just wrote a dying wish or a dying poem. You know how beautiful that's gonna be, regardless of what it is. If he doesn't finish it, it's gonna be valuable. So people should just write. That's what I would advise people: write regardless. Don't care about what you know. Don't care if you know the figurative aspects of it, the figure of speech. Just write. Just write. Express yourself freely. Freely.
Express yourself freely.
Yeah.
Is a book on sale? Where can we get to buy?
Of course, it is. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on BAM Books. You can get it on Okada Books. You can get it on Roving Heights. You can get it on Seller. Those are platforms online where you can get it from. And you can also get it in bookshops in Morocco and Nigeria as well.
Morocco and Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's not yet in Ghana.
If you order from Amazon, you're going to get it.
Okay, so yeah. Please go online. All the purchasable platforms to get a copy. Honeyed Butterflies by I don't want to make a mistake with your surname.
It's okay.
And purchase one for yourself. It contains a lot of words that will sway you off your feet. My director needs one, so I'll just buy one for him free. All right, that will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your comments coming. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm out. Bye.